This time I got a couple small things to look at, just household stuff. Nothing fancy. We're going to look at a fan that's stopped working, of course, on the hottest day of the year, right? And I got a table lamp as well, but let's start things out with the fan and see what went wrong with this one. Another fan here to work on. It's dead, Jim. It's doing nothing. Is it seized? Let's see if the fan turns, first of all. Well, it's not seized, but might be a little stiff, so maybe it's tripped. Maybe it has tripped the thermal cutout. Let's just pull the fan apart and see what's going on inside this one. There might be another screw in the back here behind this rubber plug that's holding the back on, and there is. Okay, now this pops off. Here is the, oh, there's a capacitor back here. Wonder if that's bad. Guess this will tell me right away whether we have an open. Oh, we don't have. We do have. Oh, we don't have continuity. That's in the mega ohm range. So it's probably the thermal cutout is open. Let's dig into the motor and see whether the motor got, whether the bearing, I mean, it feels like maybe the bearing got a bit tight and caused it to slow down, which would have caused heat to build up and trip the cutout. That's what I think probably happened. So let's just pop it apart. It's a 40-watt motor, so it says 120 volts, 40 watts. That would be on high power, I would imagine. Okay, now the front cover should pop off, or the back. And the whole motor will pull apart. I'll just take out this screw that's holding it to the oscillating assembly. Okay, this should pop apart now. I bet you that's a thermal fuse right there, and I bet it's open. Let's figure this out. Let's just test this. I bet this is going to be a thermal cutout, and I bet it's open. Well, we can measure that pretty easily. See what value it is and have to go pick one up. Of course, we can verify that it works first by just jumping it over it, but it is open. See, we should see. Oh, it's not open. Oh, what gives here? That thermal fuse is not opened. So why is this motor not spinning? Is a wire broken between here and the base? That's a possibility. If it was oscillating back and forth, could have broken one of the wires. But this thing is this is not might be bad news on this. It looks like maybe this winding is shot right here. See, there's a wire that's just, can you see it? Where'd that come from? Did this burn? Did moisture get in here or something? That wire is broken, but where did it come from? I can't see where the other side of that wire is, but it was tucked in here, so it broke off something. I just don't know what. But that's obviously why it's not working. The winding is open. And you can see a bunch of loose wires around here too. Like this looks to be a really cheap looking motor. Look at the wiring here. I mean, that one's not broken, but this one certainly is. And it looks like it's discolored. It looks like it's overheated and popped. So I don't think this one's going to be savable. This was the mother-in-law's fan. I think I'll be having to tell her to buy a new one because I don't think we're going to be able to get this one running. Even if I find the other end of that wire that's broken. Yeah, I've just been scraping some of this, like this burned, looks like burned glue off, or the tape that they put on here. Just with the fingernail, this has been hot. And it looks like there's shiners. It looks like in here that the copper is exposed. So I'm betting that there's internal shortage on these windings. And this is shot. Let's just see if I can put the meter in beep mode here and see if it beeps. Yeah, you see, that should be insulated, but it's not. This winding is shot. This can't be repaired. It's fused together and burned out, and probably burned out all the windings. So I would never attempt to repair this one. With mother-in-law's fan, she's in a rest home. The last thing you need to have is a fan catching fire and burning the place down. So unfortunately, this one is junk. I will keep the thermal cutout because it didn't fail. The actual coil failed, so I'm going to keep the thermal cutout because this is still measuring good. At least it did when I measured before. I'll just put the meter across here. Yep, thermal cutout's good. As you can hear it beeping. That's good. I'll probably keep the capacitor as well because the capacitor will be obviously okay. And I wonder what value this is. I'll have to open it up and see. Probably one of those square ones that's in there. But anyway, I'll keep the thermal cutout, I'll keep the capacitor, and the rest of it can go to recycling because it's just not worth fixing. Well, it's not that it's not worth fixing, it's really not fixable. There's a difference. There's a difference between not worth fixing and not repairable. This is a 130 degrees Celsius thermal cutout. Always good to have one around because sometimes they just pop for no reason. Like it happened in my big box fan. It's been running 24 hours a day since I fixed it because they use it for air circulation. Alright, this one's shot. Let's see what else I can come up with for this little quick video. I've got some other stuff that my wife dropped off from her clients. I got a table lamp that I'm going to fix, so we'll drag that up next and we'll put it on the same video. I thought, geez, I just feel a blast of hot air hitting me. The vent pipe from my AC fell off. I guess I'll have to reattach that. Oh! It never ends. People bring me their junk. They got a broken light. I think I can probably fix this without having to replace the socket. Well, let's first of all see if the light works. See if the socket works. That'll determine whether it just needs to be bent back into place or whether it's actually it can be saved. Let's see here. Okay, so that works. So we know that the electrics work. It's just that the base is a bit bent. This should be a relatively easy one. I should be able to just straighten this with a pair of pliers. You know, something that the homeowner that owns this could have easily done. Maybe they bought it at a thrift store. That might be what happened. My wife tends to bring me stuff that her clients pick up that need attention. There. You see, that's just how that snaps back in, and that fixed that as good as new. Didn't even need to get any parts. Just straighten it up. And this old glass must have come from that's solid glass. This thing must have come from an antique shop or something. But some of my wife's clients like to collect this stuff. So of course it gets brought to me whenever it needs attention. I guess I should maybe rotate that a bit if I can. Rotate this so that the knob is not next to the just pop this back out. Usually you just press it on one side and it'll open like that, and we'll just turn that like that so it's 90 degrees roughly. Snap it back in. There, see? Good as new. And it's fairly straight. There we go. Good as new. Nice little, that's a little 15-watt bulb in there. Incandescent at that. Feel the heat. Okay, that one's done. Okay, well, now you see it. Now you see what I have to deal with. I get to deal with old fans and old lights to fix. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.